It's done.
With WebEx, the McLaren Formula One team is collaborating like never before.
Another great look.
Naz Reid trying to turn the corner. Damian Lee was there. And right now, when Beasley is hitting blocked by McDaniels. And there's Beasley again. Oh. My goodness. Big difference in this game. Poole dropping in the free throw.
NBA is. I was listening to Anthony Edwards, and he was talking about how adversity to overcome this game. Are they going to play this thing out to the final whistle?
McDaniels down the lane. Now, the other to still win games.
It's a huge loss. And everybody talks about just next man up mentality, step up. You lose a guy like that, that's just a huge part of everything you do as McDaniels. You're going to feel those losses when guys like that are out at some point.
Naz Reid, little show and go, nice finish. The 3 quarters played really, really well here in Minnesota, but the T-Wolves are fully stocked and they've got all their role players playing incredibly well.
I can talk to the young guys about that. Like, yeah, we're going through a tough stretch right now, but don't be surprised about it. Just deal with it. You got to give the Minnesota Timberwolves credit. D'Angelo Russell said he feels like they're close as they knocked out another 3. So McDaniels, the fact that they're defending at a higher level is definitely encouraging.
Well,
they just
Minnesota's shooting 52% now for the game. They got hot and have been on this run. Andrew Wiggins dropping that in.
Wouldn't be the issue, but they've struggled at times offensively, but they can have games like this where they shoot at a high clip.
Well, I think when you see them in 2 weeks at Chase Center, you still won't have Draymond Green, but hopefully you will have Stephen Curry. Minnesota would have looked at this game and said, end of a road trip, no Draymond, no Steph, no GP2. We're at home and we lose this game? This was a must-have for the T-Wolves as Jordan Poole's layup rims out. Now, Minnesota, I was going to get to their schedule. They have 14 straight games in 14 different cities. Now, some of those are Minnesota, but they're not multiple home games. They're always in somewhere different for a 14-day stretch.
Everybody has tough stretches.
Klay Thompson hitting that 3.
Well, the thing about this game is Anthony Edwards had the 9 points. I bet when we see him again, if he's
for contact and scrimmaging, because that'll be another big body that you could certainly use.
Old Kuminga and others that'll get more playing time have to see it as opportunity. You know what's interesting about this game? At halftime, the Warriors were up when it comes to bench points. And in the second half, Minnesota's bench went crazy.
Absolutely.
Now it's 49-28 bench points with Malik Beasley.
Yeah, because Beasley started making shots, Noel made shots, and then even McDaniels and Naz Reid have been excellent. And that is not normally the case for the T-Wolves in a lot of games. Their big 3 kind of carry the deal. Kuminga. Jonathan hitting his first 3, but last couple games his attempts have all been good in terms of when he should shoot and what he should be doing. This is a great building block after that Chicago performance.
I didn't see too many crazy ones this game as Noel scores again. He is just in a groove.
He's got 17.
He didn't take any crazy ones this game. I feel like most of his 3s were created.
And so Foster.
Every day of the weekend. I love
foul every day of the week.
He's like, how are you going to question me? Yes, that's a foul. He's like, that's a foul? Every day of the weekend. It was a foul. That's the problem. When Kuminga is going to the basket, that's all you can do is foul him. Most of the time.
That 24-11 closing run in the midway point of the third quarter. That gave Minnesota that impetus. We said, Scott, 213 playoff games and 22 games in the finals in year 28.
Oh, Scott Foster's got things handled, but he's just that sequence in the third. Everything went Minnesota's way. It's not like they blew calls or anything. It was just a rough sequence.
Odd deal. Although the overturn on the Jordan Poole block and three-point play was kind of odd because J.B. DeRosa had it a block all day.
Right.
But he added a block because he pointed to the restricted area.
Yeah.
And Beverly was apparently outside of that.
Yeah, but when you look at what happened, it was not like it was egregious.
No, and there was a lot of time left in the game.
Right.
It's just that the Warriors have no margin of error tonight at all.
That's the thing.
And that let the air out of the balloon. They would have been up 73-67 and feeling good. And it just did not end up that way. And then Minnesota just consistently outplayed them from that point of the game. And it made everything since.
We're feeling good.
Yeah, I like a lot of guys on the T-Wolves team. Like you said, their defense, being 10th in the league, is really good. And Damian Lee will get to the line.
Well, they're not lacking in talent.
No, not at all.
And in years past, it was always just the effort on defense. They just didn't really have the 1-2 a lot of games. It's not like they didn't have the personnel to be a good defensive team. But now you're seeing the 1-2 is there more, the intensity on that side, the appropriate effort.
And the fact they could win a game against a good team like the Warriors, with Edwards having only 9 and D'Angelo having only 7, speaks to the talent on the roster.